All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol GSAT, Globalstar Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we dive into this chart, I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that I have a ticker symbol towards the end of this video to share with you guys that you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to add it to your watch list. So let's go ahead and dive into this chart. So here we are with the second support level that I talked about yesterday, 189, or down here at 187, give or take. So it broke through, right, one of the most important support levels in the near term here, which was $2. It was touched twice, and it broke through it yesterday, right? And it hit a low here of about 193. So that's why it's so important to see how it's reacting between this support and the next support, and if the bulls try to reappear and bring it back up, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast? Well, we clearly saw that the bulls reappeared. So they broke through the 50-day moving average, and they're sitting at 242, and the 50-day moving average is 229. So our support level here significantly is lower than the 50-day moving average and where the price is at right now. It would be down here at this point. So $2 again, very significant number, okay? I want you guys to write that down. That's going to be important for the next coming days or weeks. But since this is such a bullish run and the last candlestick turned bearish because I guess volume got weak and some sell-off before the market closed and it left off at 242, there's a point here where this is leveling off right before the 50-day moving average, and I would consider that a support level here at 231. So if 231 gets broken through, you have a very small window between the support and the 50-day moving average of 229 to see how this stock is reacting and how quickly is it moving to newer lows. Very important to watch and see the behavior here. Now, if it breaks through support and the 50-day moving average, you could use this point right here at 220 as a midway point between the low end of $2 and here with our 50-day moving average and support, right? You can use that as a point of reference, but it's optional. Now, our resistance, which is the most important point for the bulls to continue this momentum and reach newer highs, is up here at this point, and that's 248. That definitely needs to be broken through by the bulls to continue the momentum, to pull up away from the 50-day moving average to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. As always, if you guys found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned till the end so that you don't miss the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys that you definitely want to add to your watch list. So for everyone that has stayed to this point in the video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is in the semiconductor sector, and we've talked about several semiconductor sector companies, but this is a new one that just recently ran, and I'm looking for it to cool off, and I definitely want to advise every single investor and viewer to watch this one carefully for a cool off or a pullback because things ran up a little too quick. But let's look at its chart. The ticker symbol is AMKR. Now, they've been growing exponentially over the year, right? After hitting lows of 540 and some change, leading up to this point here of a high of $25. Now it's pulling back pretty steeply, right, in the last day and last trading day, and we just had a wild run from $18 to $25. So things definitely need to cool off or consolidate before showing any signs of opportunity. Now, what I do want every single investor to be aware of is the market cap. It's $5 billion, and how revenue has grown, right, over the years. Now, the last 3 years, right, 2017, 2018, 2019 was about $4 billion. And then on 2020, which was the last year, on the fourth year, it went up to $5 billion. Now, the most important thing out of all of this is that net income increased. Now, it was pretty good in 2017, but it increased again in 2020, and we're seeing that upward trend. And 2021 might show signs of opportunity for more growth. So here we are with the revenue and the net income being $300 million compared to almost 50% of that the years before. Now the quarterly shows you how it grew, and also earnings just recently got beat. That's why we saw that run. Earnings just continues to get beat, and that's another interesting thing about this company. It just keeps on crushing earnings, and that's how you see that revenue and net income growth as well here. So if this grows, earnings is being beat, and if earnings is being beat, the stock price grows as well, because more revenue, more profit, more value to the stock, more value to the market cap of the company. So that's why we saw such a run recently, and we need to watch it carefully. I definitely want to see this cool off, but this is one in the semiconductor company and sectors that have opportunity to continue to expand and grow. Now, all these smaller companies compared to IBM, Nvidia, Intel, AMD, they have opportunity to take every slice of the pie of the whole market share of this sector. Now, some will be bigger than others, but they all have opportunity to grow as they continue to get their pieces or slices of the full pie. So I do want every single investor to be aware that semiconductor sector overall is definitely one to be digging into, diving into, and looking for companies that are getting out of the hole, especially like one like this one. This one was profitable every single year, which is pretty good. There's some that were never profitable, and also their revenue are terrible compared to this one. Revenue has always been pretty decent, and it's growing now. So 2021 might be the year for growth to continue and even moving forward. I mean, as AI intelligence becomes more of a norm, and all these autonomous driving and all these different technologies for vehicles, computers, software, and just even robots, right? And I'm not saying robots that are human-like. I'm talking about robots that already exist to upgrade them to newer levels, like robots that move boxes around and stuff, and also shipment and drones and all these different things that are necessary to continue to proceed in innovation. And semiconductor companies are taking a big market share in this movement. As always, guys, I hope you guys find these videos helpful and informative. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any positions on AMKR or any ticker symbols that we discuss here. I'm just here to enlighten everyone on opportunities and ticker symbols that are growing, showing potential. But I definitely want every single investor to be aware that this needs to cool off or consolidate before anything that we can understand more about this chart in the short term. But in the long term, we've already seen it. It's been growing and the potential is there. It took off right now, so we wanted to cool off, but definitely we want to see how it continues to behave leading into the future and months to come. But there is room in the sector overall, and this may be one of those that's looking like an opportunity. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.